Thanks so much, Peg, for bringing us all here tonight, and thanks to all of you for coming out in a very busy holiday season. It's an honor reading with these wonderful poets and authors tonight. So I'll be reading from A River of Stars, my debut novel, which when people ask me what's it about, I say it's a pregnant Thelma and Louise. And I was first inspired to write it when I was living in Southern California, pregnant with my twins, and I began hearing about maternity centers. In the suburbs east of LA, the neighbors were baffled. Pregnant Chinese women were coming and going every week. The whole street smelled like stir fry. Trash cans were piled out of diapers. What was going on? It turned out that pregnant Chinese women were coming here a couple months before their due date, so their children would get American citizenship. But given that I was pregnant myself at the time, I realized what a vulnerable time it was in a woman's life, and to be so far from friends and family, I wondered what U.S. citizenship meant to them. And in some ways, I think that fits with the theme of tonight, because one of the definitions of ultimate is the best and achievable. So no matter the beating that the U.S. is taking domestically and abroad, for some people, it's still worth coming here for. So, A River of Stars, Chapter 1. When Boss Young first told her about Perfume Bay, she tossed the brochure onto the dashboard and reached for a slice of dried mango. Shaking his head, he took the bag, but before he could stop her, she snatched a slice of chewy sweetness. During her pregnancy, he'd begun scrutinizing her, prescribing advice, some backed by science, but most by superstition, to protect the baby. She shouldn't eat mangoes, as their heat would give the baby bad skin. No watermelon, whose chill would cool her womb. No bananas, which would cause the baby to slip out. No water chestnuts, mung beans, or bean sprouts either. The list of traditional prohibitions grew each time she attempted to eat. As he drifted into the next lane, she told him to keep his eyes on the road. He gripped the steering wheel and told her his plan. He wanted to send her and their unborn child halfway around the world to Perfume Bay, 5-star accommodations located outside of Los Angeles. After she delivered, staff would file for a social security card, birth certificate, and passport for the baby. Their son, his sex recently confirmed, would give them a foothold in America, he said. Eventually he could sponsor a green card, Scarlett said. For now, he'll get rid of me. Clever plan, Boss Young. At the factory, she called him Boss Young, and she kept it up in private, too, a reminder that she was a deputy manager, and not a xiaojie, a mistress, a gold digger from a disco or a hostess bar. Boss Young reached into the glove box for a brand new U.S. atlas that he must have hand-carried from Hong Kong. Hope unfurled in her chest. She always navigated on their weekend drives, and with this gift, she pictured them traveling across America together. Whatever hospital you deliver in would be top class, he said. The hospitals are good in Hong Kong, too, she said. Boss Young frowned. Hong Kong was also home to his wife and 3 daughters. It doesn't matter how good the hospitals are in America if I end up in jail, she said. On the radio, a newscaster announced that the U.S. Embassy was evacuating American tourists from Egypt. Boss Young stabbed his finger at the radio dial. The U.S. would save our son. From Egypt, she asked. Why would he go to Egypt? From anywhere, he said. The U.S. would get him out of trouble anywhere. That was when Scarlett had realized just how much his son meant to Boss Young, reviving the dream that had died at the birth of his daughters, an heir to carry on his legacy. He'd never shared this dream with her, for a boy in his image, a prince of the family. He was almost 60, she was 36. If Scarlett carried a girl, would Boss Young send her to Perfume Bay? No. He waited to book her a stay until he knew she was having a boy, but objecting to such a preference would have been like objecting to gravity. He sped up, picking off tractor trailers and buses, which still gave her a thrill. Faster and faster they went, getting so far ahead it seemed they might have the road's end to themselves. With him behind the wheel, she might go anywhere. He put his hand on top of hers, lacing their fingers together, and she tucked her head against his shoulder. She never felt more complete than when nestled against him. If she didn't have this baby, she might never, not with Boss Young or with anyone else. So my main character, Scarlett, does end up in LA, but things don't go quite according to plan. On her own, Scarlett could have expected deference and attention. One pregnant woman gets a seat on a bus, the front of the line in the bathroom, and good wishes from strangers who pat your bump, ask how far along you are, and guess if you're carrying a boy or girl. At the sight of a fertile belly, the most hardened can't help but hope for the future, can't help but long for their past. A dozen pregnant women is a different matter. You quarrel over who gets the most comfortable seat at dinner, who eats the last of the tofu stew, and whose aches are the most deserving of sympathy. Now deep into her 8th month of pregnancy, she thought the other guests at Perfume Bay would lose interest, but they wouldn't stop picking on her. On television, the Hollywood sign appeared, iconic letters that stood a few kilometers away, yet seemed distant as the moon. After Scarlett turned up the volume, Lady U grabbed the remote and switched the channel. Because Scarlett never bragged about Boston's position, because she never mentioned him at all, the other guests found her suspect. She was a threat, not because she'd go after their husbands, but because she represented any woman, every woman who could. It didn't matter that her lover was a stranger to them. Mistresses weren't supposed to have children who competed with theirs. Lady U had made it clear that she considered Scarlett and the baby she carried as lowly as turtles' eggs. Nothing was more despicable than a turtle, dragging itself through the muck, except its spawn. Lady U led the Shanghai clique of spoiled wives, who were perhaps only a generation or two removed from the countryside. In Scarlett, they despised who they might have been. Scarlett changed the channel back. "Male Wen Hua," Lady Yu shouted. "No Ming, low class, a peasant." She hurled a magazine at Scarlett, missing wildly and hitting the television. "Tu hao," Scarlett said, an insult for the newly rich with more money than manners. Lady Yu heaved herself up and slapped Scarlett. Scarlett rocked back in disbelief, putting up her hands to protect her belly. She grabbed a pillow and smacked it against Lady Yu's head. When Lady Yu clawed at her, Scarlett grabbed her wrists and forced her arms down, twisting almost hard enough to sprain. Their screams set off one baby, then all 10 babies in the nursery next door, howls that picked up with the speed and power of a tsunami. The owner, Mama Fang, rushed in, trailed by nurses, to separate the mothers-to-be, clucking that they shouldn't exert themselves, they should consider their babies, and send them to their rooms. At Perfume Bay, the mothers were treated like children, so that their children would obtain the most precious gift of all, American citizenship.